Hi, Gemini. Yeah, we're just going to start shuffling. And we'll talk too. But I think right now with Mercury retrograde, I know how it's affecting me. I'm pretty sure we all know how it's affecting you. Two of Swords is the first card out. This card can mean a couple things. It can talk about stagnancy, not making decisions, knowing you need to make decisions, mulling over decisions, not seeing things clearly. The Empress and the Two of Cups. So, you know who you are. You know what you want. You know where you want to be headed. Behead. Don't behead anybody. Don't cut them off with your sword. That's not what I meant. You know where you are you're heading. See, this is what Mercury does to me. And I know you guys are trying to navigate through all of it. After Mercury goes direct, things are going to ease up a little bit. It doesn't have to be so hard. Mercury retrograde just means that Mercury is closer to Earth than normal. So it does put a lot of pressure on communication, on the way things are going to go. I know how it's affected me. Yes, being a Virgo, we and you guys being Gemini, working through the energy can feel like a lot of pressure. Plus, Jupiter just moved into your 7th house of relationships. So it's like you want to work towards this connection because you know what this connection is. The Two of Cups, you have it already in your mind. I don't have to tell you who it is. Could be a Taurus, could be a Libra, since we have the Empress here. But when we have 2 cards where the women are blindfolded with swords. So the 8 of Swords is being imprisoned in your own mind. The 2 of Swords is being imprisoned in your own mind. Knowing you need to make decisions, knowing that you need to choose a direction to go in, and it probably has to do with a connection. Instead, you just put your head down and you work. 8 of Pentacles. You're doing it in a very Virgo fashion. You are pushing yourself forward regardless of how heavy energies are right now. And that's okay. If you do have an earth sign in your life, could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn with the Knight of Pentacles, they are moving slow, but there's so much going on, like the back and forth with Uranus between Taurus and Aries, all of the planets that are going on in Capricorn. If you're dealing with an earth sign, especially the mutable earth sign, Virgo, Virgo's like a pinball machine in between all of the other things that are going on in their fellow earth signs. So I want to say trudge along through. You can get through this Mercury retrograde in a very easy fashion, in a very easy way. If you don't allow it to keep you stuck. If you don't, if you look at yourself one day and you're like, oh my God, what is it that I'm even doing right? I feel like you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention to your surroundings. You're not paying attention to what's going on. And I feel like this has kind of been a pattern for you guys. It's so funny because my table looks really crooked right now. It's like, oh, I feel like I'm like a slope. I don't know. This has kind of been happening the last couple of months where you're not exactly paying attention to the path that you want to go in. And all of a sudden during this Mercury retrograde, it clicks. I've really got myself stuck in a situation where I'm not paying attention to all the things that are going on around me. You could be in a blissful state of being in love right now and nothing else really matters. And then work kind of catches up with you, like creeps up behind you, and you're like, oh man, maybe I should really be focusing on my job right now instead of... Two of Swords, not seeing things clearly. But you can, like I said, you can shift this energy at any time. The Wheel of Fortune, this is that Jupiter energy in your 7th house of relationships. Where if you took that blindfold off and you made a decision when it comes to any relationship in your life, it doesn't even have to be romantic. But the Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter. And you can kind of see the shift happening. You can see the glow up of Venus being in Libra. Now, Venus is going to be moving into Scorpio before... Let's see, that happens on December 2nd, I think. Yeah. And Mercury moves back into Scorpio on December 1st. So we're going to be like coupled with a lot of that water energy again. But because you're feeling the shift of where your relationships are going, looking at it through a blindfold isn't going to help you move forward. Right? I needed to say that really slowly because it's like part of you really, really wants to rush in and start new projects, start new things, really get that love vibe going with the Knight of Swords. This is Gemini energy, very mutable air. You want to go, you want to do, you want to just get it all done, but you can't see the path in front of you right now, and that's what Mercury's doing. The energy will shift in the middle of December. It will almost kind of be a shock to your system, I think. So you don't have to rush in. In the first half of December, you don't have to rush in. You don't have to start new things right now. By all means, if you want to, I'm not saying not to, like, not act on things. I think, like, putting your head down and working and, like, getting things done would be fine. Maybe finish up some projects. But when it comes to the love department, I don't think the communication is going to be 100% clear. So allow yourself to time to just kind of like come to conclusions, come to resolutions on your own. You know, yeah, because the 7 of Swords on the 2 of Cups, the feelings that Mercury retrograde will bring to you in the beginning of December of this betrayal that you've had in the past when it comes to relationships. And this is why I'm saying, like, don't rush in so quickly. Don't rush in so fast that you're not seeing things clearly right now. Things will become much more clear as Mercury goes direct. The Sun moves into Capricorn. It's not a time to, like, people just can't be trusted right now. It sucks. It so sucks. And I don't know, because I love Sagittarius season, because I'm a Sagittarius moon. So when I'm in Sagittarius season, I'm like a go-getter and I want to get things going. It's really hard when Mercury's retrograde during Sagittarius season because I am ruled by Mercury in my sun sign. And you are feeling that too. You're feeling that mutable fire. You really want to get going. You really want to do things. You really want to start new projects. And that's fine. The planning stages are great. But I feel like if you rush in too fast without thinking about it and not seeing where you're going, you could potentially run into a wall or get hurt. And that's the last thing that you guys really need to do towards the end of the year. At the end of the year is get your feelings hurt again. Or get yourself stuck in a situation that you can't get out of. Because Venus in Libra makes us want to do that. And then Venus in Scorpio makes us want to feel the love. Feel those love vibes. But you don't want to get trapped. So, yeah. And if you're dealing with a fire sign and you're not exactly sure what the hell they're doing, they're having a difficult time. So I have The Knight of Wands with the Tower on the Eight of Swords. I don't even think that you see this coming. If there's a fire sign in your life, either they're creating chaos around you, but the Tower is almost like it's energy that you can't really control because you've tried to control it before so many times. And with evolution, the universe is like, you can't control this anymore. Mars is also in Pisces, and it's not like 100% comfortable in Pisces. It can be a really creative energy, but it's so super confusing. So if you're dealing with a fire sign, they're really, really up in their head. They have a whole lot going on in their life. I don't want to see you get dragged into it. Don't let them drag you into their chaos. If you want to help them, I understand how you want to help them. But you're not necessarily seeing things clearly either. You're trying to shift your own energy. I don't feel like you really have time to fix other people's problems right now. I feel like you have really enough going on and kind of wanting to just keep your head down and push forward and move forward and not really allow others' drama to show up in your space. Now, if this is a fire sign that brought drama into your life, I don't really even feel like the fire sign is doing it to you. I feel like they're caught between a rock and a hard place because I think that you guys, this is why I don't feel like you guys really have the time, because the Magician came out on the Eight of Pentacles. You're really trying to make things happen. And maybe it's something that you said to the fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, that brought them into a state of, oh my gosh, this is all kind of crumbling down around me. The thing is, the real deception of it all might just be an illusion, and they just need to pull things together on their end. Right? This could be an Aries that you're dealing with too, but this is a Sagittarius card. And Sagittarius is really working, you know, it's just opposite your sign. But they're really working on this energy shift of Jupiter coming into their sign and how it's going to affect them for the next year. So they might have a lot of chaos going on and not really clear on the direction that they need to go in. I think that your best bet right now is to just put your head down and get your work done. Make your magic happen. You are the magician after all, right? Yeah, because the direction that you're going in, and if you're dealing with an earth sign, and this could be sun, moon, rising, either fire sign or earth sign, sun, moon, or rising. They're bringing a contentment to you. And this doesn't have to be in relationship form. This doesn't have to be in like romantic relationship. This is very much family. And maybe you're building your own family, or maybe you're trying to, your manifestation powers are building up to the 10 of Pentacles, right? Because we go from the 8 and we jump straight to the 10. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. I feel like the 7 of Swords with the 2 of Cups is just not seeing things clearly. Because if you're in a relationship with a fire sign, or you're in something going on with a fire sign, they're going through a lot in their life right now. And you may feel deceived in some way because they're going through a lot. Wait until Mercury goes direct and things will become much more clear. It's almost like there's not a place for you at the moment in their life. And they just need to deal with what they got to deal with. Fair? So there we are. Queen of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, Ace of Wands. You guys are looking good. 9 of Pentacles, the Devil, Capricorn. And then we have the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So there's that earth sign again. And then we have Judgment and the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so you guys are really working on balancing your situation out because there, again, like towards the end of December, there is victory on the horizon. You're going to have a lot of opportunities coming to you, a lot of recognition, a lot of people, you'll be in the spotlight. There's going to be a spotlight on you after Mercury goes direct. It's like the clouds lift, like they part and the sun comes out. In the meantime, you know, you've really, like, don't think too hard on how to gain that balance because the balance will be restored just naturally. Like, cosmically, the balance is going to be restored. You don't have to work so hard on it. It's not going to be, like, you feel like it right now that you're really having to gain a lot of balance and getting balance restored. But as December kind of pushes through, and we get into Capricorn season and Mercury goes direct and the moon is in Cancer, all of that good stuff going on, there will be a lift of sorts, right? If you have a Capricorn in your life, they're very much in their autonomy. And I feel like the reason why with the Nine of Pentacles and the Devil, the reason why is because they're trying to build up to be a better person. Honestly, the Page, it's like they want to be able to offer you something in a very King of Pentacles way and not a Page of Pentacles way. Because the Page of Pentacles is that diminished quality. And it doesn't have to be a Capricorn. It can be any earth sign because honestly, all the earth signs are really, really, really being affected by what's going on in Capricorn right now with the South Node there and the South Node is there and Saturn and Pluto. It's just kind of like, and then we're going to have the Sun in Capricorn. Like there's going to be a lot going on in Capricorn. I feel like all of these shifts in Capricorn, what it means for you is feeling really, really good about your status and where you are in life. Now, if there's an obsessive quality about working, try and keep that to a minimum. Because I feel like if there is an earth sign that's trying to either come back to you, sun, moon, or rising, doesn't matter, right? Or you're feeling very, very earthy, I don't think that with Judgment and the Four of Cups, it's like you're almost, it's almost like people are going to see you in a way like you're not approachable. You know what I mean? Because if you get super, super obsessed with working because things are going on in a friend's life or a partner's life or whoever the fire sign is, and you just, like, you're trying to balance out your situation, so you're getting all of these really great opportunities coming to you and people are starting to recognize and like see you again. And then you get like super, super obsessed with work and kind of buckle down and put your head down. I feel like you're not going to be that approachable. So really try and balance these energies out with Temperance and the Five of Cups and the Chariot, because I think eventually you'll look back at it and kind of regret that you didn't open yourself up to the people that were kind of coming to you or trying to come to you. I feel like with the Cancer North Node, there's going to be a lot of the the North Node moving into Cancer. There's like everybody's kind of going to be in their feels. Like people are going to be feeling a little bit more than they normally would for the next year and a half. And this is going to be a really tough balance between what do I need to get done and who do I need to pay attention to, right? So try and open yourself up a little bit to be a little bit more approachable. The funny thing is like, you guys are so much like Virgos in a lot of ways where you won't like readily show all of your emotions, but they run so deep within you that when you do show your emotions, it's kind of like a flood. Like the wall opens up, the can opens, worms everywhere kind of mess that happens. And that can easily happen in Mercury retrograde when things aren't really, really clear. And then we kind of like shift into a time that is much clearer and things start like looking up and everything's going really, really well. The focus that we get when Mercury goes direct is so sudden that we can tend to forget about the people that are in our lives. Like, I'm just being real, right? I'm just totally being like honest and real with you. I'm not saying like get so much into your feels, but I'm saying try not to get so obsessed with work that you are like so obsessed with the path that you're on that you forget about the people that might need you. Man, I felt like I was being choked by my hair, which is not uncommon for my hair to do to me. It likes to just wrap itself around my neck and choke me. So, yeah, I know that you're getting to this 10 of Pentacles. You're very, very close. You're feeling it. And I think that I have a pretty good idea of who you want to take along. But don't forget about them as life gets a little better, right? Life starts to get a little happier. The sun comes out. Things go smoothly. Okay? All right, Gemini. Chatelize, all of the information to hook up on the Chatelize sessions is in the description box below. I've got 2 hours blocked out every Friday, starting this Friday, November 30th through December. So take advantage of that. It's going to be really fun. You can take a selfie with me. Chatelize takes care of everything, and I love it. So do that, and I will have the 2019 forecast readings out. Also, if you are a first-time Reiki client with me, email me and let me know or email me so I can let you know, Mercury retrograde, hello. Email me so I can let you know how to get 20% off your very first Reiki session with me. Okay, I love you guys.